for any of you who don't know, we wrote a musical this past year with the same guys who wrote the music for this called Spies Are Forever. And we had, it was a fun time. But we had like 5 months to work on that. So there was a lot of back and forth with the songs and like lyric changes and cutting sections.
Songs were in the show.
Yeah, and like how and we were able to mold scenes around them, whereas like this happened so quickly that it was just get a scene and there it is. Or get a song and you just go, it's just absolutely has to go in there.
Scene-wise, we had a couple different ideas for how we could tell the story, but because we were producing it ourselves, we also had to sort of be practical about how we wrote it in terms of locations and length and that sort of thing.
So no.
Yes?
Cool, I have a microphone. Okay, so like I've seen this like I think like twice before now.
How did you see it the first time?
So like half of it at the gala.
Oh yeah,
Friday.
yeah.
And you were talking about how you funded it.
Mm-hmm.
How, like with a bigger budget, how could you expand? Like, did you have?
We asked for $13,000 in our
Okay.
Kickstarter. We like to be completely transparent about it, because why not? It would have been a very different movie if we had only raised $13,000.
We could do it for $13,000.
We were wrong.
As we luckily started going over our goal, the idea started expanding also, and as we started booking bigger locations, we found other costs.
We based some cost estimates off of the equipment we rented to film our last Kickstarter video for Spies Forever.
Which was very low budget, but like we were working with a really great DP who had
Same DP
who shot this.
He did that for us for free.
Yeah. So this time around we went, we have to pay him.
But so we were like, wait, we did that. We did a 2-day shoot for that, and we're like, hey, that only cost us like $1,000. So we budgeted it according to that, and that was very wrong. We got very much some friend favors in that earlier one that we did not know we'd got.
I think there are 2 elements that if we had more of, we could improve the quality of this. One being money, which it makes sense for anything, but also time. It's I think no matter what the budget was in this time frame of when we did it, it was gonna probably clock in around a certain quality. But I think we could have been a little more flexible with certain locations. We were just commenting when we were watching that lobby sequence before they go into the boardroom, was a lobby at a space we had rented, and it was not the nicest lobby. It was one of those places where it has a little marks on the wall, and everything's very dirty. And so, but as we were watching it, I go, man, they shot that to make it look so much nicer than what it was. And stuff like that, where I think we that boardroom too had a lot of dressing around it, to make it look probably like a fancy, it's like when you write something and you go, and it's the boardroom of the biggest movie studio in the world. And
in my mind, there was a window overlooking the city, so Matt could just be
you could just look over a skyline, and then you just go, oh, this is gonna happen. That being said, with a bigger budget in the time that we had to rent something, you go, maybe we could have afforded a boardroom set that was way nicer. That one was free. So you go, that had to work at that moment.
I think the next best option wanted $5,000 for a half day.
Yeah.
LA's expensive, guys.
But, and then also just being able to pay more people scale. Because a lot of people, especially a lot of the crew, was working way under scale for things. And our DP is a graduate of the AFI Film Institute in Los Angeles, and he was helping us assemble a crew of people. And it's we were trying to do it in a couple days, and he was like, you guys, it's so hard to find people who are working for what you can afford to pay them. And he goes, so, if I have a lot of friends who could do it, but, they're used to working on commercial shoots where you get paid a certain amount.
But all that being said, this is the biggest project we've ever done.
And we're
really
super
proud of it, and I think it turned out really well for the budget.
Yeah, so thank you to anyone who backed it too, and helped make us this good.
So I saw the film yesterday after the comedy screening. My question is, did you take any inspiration from superhero films when you were shooting or editing? Like, did that play into when you're on the shoot?
I think so, a little bit. Specifically, that moment in the first song where they're gearing up, where they're putting on their pants. We watched a supercut of all the Batman movies when they're putting on their pants and it goes on their butt, and we're like, we have to get a butt shot. So, specifically things like that.
And like the second scene that's like in the boardroom, that the way it's lit and the way it's colored, that sort of like washed out, like teal, amber look is very like
and we played with
blockbuster movie.
the frame ratios also. If you guys noticed that, like the bars came down for the second scene, you know, where you have to
like
fill in, and then
the first
when it
scene
goes
is
the
like
whole time, it gets.
Yeah, for future watches, if you choose to watch this, yeah, the aspect ratio changes based on like what kind of sequence it is. So
where like the present day stuff is like the full 16:9 widescreen, and then when we go to the back in time to the studio, it gets to that very cinematic, very narrow widescreen.
And then when they go super far in the past, it gets to like the old aspect ratio.
Like 4:3 square.
Yeah, like how they shot Grand Budapest and things like that.
And then the post-credit sequence was obviously just taken from sort of that superhero idea.
Yeah. And also this entire plot is based not on not on a movie, but the real life movies that are created that we are, you know, we feel a certain way about.
I'm sure Zack Snyder's a nice guy.
Sure isn't a great guy, and that was that was one of those things too when deciding to make it a musical. It's like, because this is an idea we've actually been sitting on for a while as like even a bigger, like greater feature film that also like didn't involve time travel and didn't involve things like that. But when scaling it down for this, it was like, man, this could be very, very biting and like cynical and mean almost. So I think the musical element helps like kind of lighten it up and make it feel like a little like, this is goofy. But when we were coming up with names, we're like, what should we name this guy? And then we're like, let's just name him Mac Schneider. That guy sucks. Oh, yes.
Okay, so Hi. In the boardroom scene, there's a fake ET poster. I think it's like LA.
FA.
Oh, what's this last name?
Friendly alien.
Right.
There's some funny details on those that you can't
Again,
quite see.
for future watches, there's all fake posters throughout the movie studio. And in their apartment. Which one?
Dino-Land!
Dino-Land! Dino-Land's the best one.
The tagline says, the gates are open and we have dinosaurs.
And there's Rivers 21, which is like Ocean's 11. There's FA, the friendly alien.
The Lookouts.
The
Lookouts,
Lookouts, which is like Watchmen for Zack Snyder. The Grid, which is like the Matrix, and it's Kurt Vega and Tessa Netting's face with sunglasses on them, which is funny because Tessa plays the secretary. So
and then there's Arbor Day in that first scene. Background.
For the Grid, where it's like you think that the weird backstory that Tessa was this huge movie star in this world, but then became a secretary, got out of the acting business and became a secretary. Yeah.
I have a follow-up. It's a totally different
course.
question, but really fast. Did you guys take any inspiration from Bill and Ted?
Oh.
Because it felt very Bill and Ted to me.
I mean, I love those movies. I mean, in terms of like time travel, sure, yeah. I mean, they're not like, I think these guys are like very different characters, you know? Because like Bill and Ted are also two characters that just kind of like happen into a lot of things, whereas these guys like have a very specific mission. I think but at the same time, you know, when we were making it, we realized like, oh, like, when we were thinking of songs, we're like, oh, we don't even sing in this thing until the last song. Like, and it's kind of fun in the same sense that like there is a lot of crazy things that happen to these guys. Like these guys get swept up into a thing. But yeah, Yeah, well, Bill and Ted also has an awesome time traveling effect, whereas we don't show any of the time travel.
We didn't even show him ripping up the book.
We don't even